Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. WWE Chief Content Officer Triple H is busy bridging several storylines to WrestleMania 41. On this week's Friday Night SmackDown, however, the game may have made a big mistake in his booking for Jade Cargill. The Storm faced off with Liv Morgan this week on the Blue brand, and a distraction from Naomi allowed Liv to pick up the win. This was a major singles loss for Cargill, and Triple H may end up regretting it. Jade Cargill was written off television in November 2024 after she was taken out by a mystery attacker. When she returned to WWE at Elimination Chamber, she waltzed into the steel structure and pulverized Naomi, who later took responsibility for injuring Cargill. This was followed by another vicious head-on beatdown where the Storm simply squashed the Glow. Following this, the former AEW star fought in her first match against the Miracle Kid. The match showed her sheer dominance, with Liv Morgan even trying to bail from the arena. However, if the Storm had picked up a win, it would have conserved her huge momentum. With a loss, the powerhouse superstar's vengeful return story has taken a hit. When Naomi revealed herself as Jade Cargill's mystery attacker, her character harbored both animosity and a fear of the Storm. This was seen in the contempt that she carried in her voice and her inability to defend herself against a frontal assault by Cargill. This week, however, the two-time WWE champion showed some previously unseen grit. Naomi showed more boldness when she confronted the Storm and cost her the match. Moreover, she attacked Jade after the match as well and threw her onto the announce table. This replicated how Cargill was thrown onto the car back in November 2024. Lastly, the Glow also copied the former AEW star's signature pose. While this uplifted Naomi's position in the feud, it came at the cost of Jade Cargill's momentum. The Stanford-based promotion could have made the real-life Bloodline wrestler attack her former Big Three ally following the win, which would have benefited both superstars. Jade Cargill made her WWE debut at the 2024 Royal Rumble. Since her arrival, the Storm has never been defeated in one-on-one matches via pinfall. The company had been protecting the former AEW TBS champion, and even gave her a DQ loss against Nia Jax during the 2024 Queen of the Ring tournament. This was a good move for her singles career. However, she has now earned her first loss, which could have been avoided, especially at the hands of Morgan, who is currently a women's tag team champion. The loss coming just ahead of WrestleMania 41 has hurt her unstoppable status. It will be interesting to see what lies ahead for the Storm in WWE. In the ever-evolving world of WWE, where the unexpected is the norm and the unthinkable often becomes reality, Triple H made a colossal mistake on SmackDown this week. Fans, wrestlers, and analysts alike were left stunned as the game, known for his calculated approach to running WWE's creative direction, seemingly dropped the ball in a move that could change the landscape of the company for months, if not years, to come. SmackDown was riding high on the momentum of recent storylines, with tensions boiling over between Roman Reigns, Cody Rhodes, and a resurgent Randy Orton. The WWE Universe had been eagerly anticipating a resolution, a moment of clarity that would set the tone for WrestleMania season. But instead, Triple H's decision-making took a turn that left everyone scratching their heads. The show had all the makings of a classic: an electrified crowd, high-energy matches, and an atmosphere that screamed unpredictability. As the night unfolded, speculation ran rampant that Triple H had a major announcement, one that would shake the road to WrestleMania. What happened next, however, was not what anyone expected. Triple H's mistake came in the main event segment, where the contract signing for the Universal Championship match was supposed to take place. Roman Reigns, the reigning champion, was scheduled to defend his title against Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania, but Triple H introduced a twist that many considered unnecessary and downright frustrating. Instead of finalizing a one-on-one dream match that had been teased for months, Triple H announced that the main event would now be a triple threat match, including none other than Logan Paul. The WWE Universe erupted, some in shock, some in anger, and others in outright disbelief. Logan Paul, a relative newcomer to WWE, had certainly proven himself in the ring with impressive performances against Seth Rollins and Ricochet, but inserting him into a WrestleMania main event felt like a forced move rather than an organic evolution of the story. Fans took to social media immediately, blasting the decision as a blatant attempt to capitalize on Paul's mainstream appeal at the expense of a well-crafted storyline. This should have been Cody's moment. Now we have a YouTuber in the main event of WrestleMania. Logan Paul is great, but this isn't his time. We needed Cody versus Roman one-on-one. Even WWE superstars seemed baffled. Reports surfaced that backstage morale took a hit, with many questioning the decision and how it affected the already established narrative. From a business standpoint, there is no denying that Logan Paul brings eyeballs to WWE. His presence has led to increased media coverage, and he has surprised fans with his natural in-ring abilities. However, Triple H's decision to insert him into the biggest match of the year at the expense of an organic rivalry undermined months of meticulous storytelling. Cody's journey undercut. Cody Rhodes' return to WWE has been built on one central theme: finishing the story. His pursuit of the championship has been the emotional crux of the past year. By adding Logan Paul to the match, Triple H inadvertently diluted the impact of Cody's journey. Roman Reigns' reign compromised. Roman Reigns has been a dominant force for over 3 years. A one-on-one match against Cody would have solidified his championship reign's importance. A triple threat match, however, adds unnecessary uncertainty and takes away from the prestige of a decisive WrestleMania showdown. Fans feel cheated. WWE thrives on long-term storytelling, and the best moments come when fan expectations are met in a satisfying way. The Logan Paul insertion feels like a corporate move rather than a creative one, leaving die-hard fans disillusioned. As the fallout from SmackDown continues, Triple H now finds himself in a precarious position. WWE has faced backlash before, but the key to redemption lies in how they handle the next few weeks leading up to WrestleMania. One possible solution? An angle where Logan Paul himself acknowledges that he hasn't earned this opportunity and voluntarily steps aside, perhaps in exchange for a future championship match on his own merit. Another alternative would be for Cody Rhodes to goad Roman Reigns into agreeing to a one-on-one match, perhaps by putting his own WrestleMania spot on the line in a dramatic showdown before the event. Triple H also has the option of embracing the chaos and turning Logan Paul's involvement into a full-fledged storyline, perhaps with Paul betraying someone or playing a tweener role to shift the audience's perception. Triple H has largely been praised for his works since taking over WWE's creative direction, but even the best minds make mistakes. This week's SmackDown decision stands out as one of his rare missteps, not because Logan Paul isn't talented, but because it disrupted a storyline that had been perfectly set up. The road to WrestleMania is always filled with twists and turns, but some paths are better left unaltered. If Triple H wants to maintain the goodwill he has built with WWE fans, he'll need to navigate this controversy carefully, and perhaps even admit that this was a move that didn't quite land the way he had hoped. One thing is for sure, the WWE Universe will be watching closely, waiting to see whether this mistake can be rectified or if it will stand as a defining blemish on an otherwise stellar track record. Time will tell whether the game can turn this around, but for now, this SmackDown moment remains a major talking point, and not in the way WWE had hoped.